David's son, king of Israel. Their purpose is to teach wisdom and discipline to help them understand the insights of the wise. Their purpose is to teach disciplined and successful lives to help them to do what is right, just, and fair. These proverbs will give insight to the simple, knowledge and discernment to the young. Let the wise listen to these proverbs and become even wiser. Let those with understanding receive guidance by exploring the meaning in these proverbs and parables, the words of the wise and their riddles. Fear of the Lord is the foundation of true knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and discipline. Here we go. A father's exhortation: acquire wisdom. My child, listen when your father corrects you. Don't neglect your mother's instruction. What you learn from them will crown you with grace and be a chain of honor around your neck. My child, if sinners entice you, turn your back on them. They may say, "Come and join us. Let's hide and kill someone. Just for fun, let's ambush the innocent. Let's swallow them alive like the grave. Let's swallow them whole like those who go down to the pit of death. Think of the great things we'll get. We'll fill our houses with all the stuff we'll take. Come, throw in your loot with us. We'll share all the loot. My child, don't go along with them. Stay far away from their paths. They rush to commit evil deeds. They hurry to commit murder. If a bird sees a trap being set, it knows to stay away. But these people set an ambush for themselves. They're trying to get themselves killed. Such is the fate of all who are greedy for money. It robs them of life. Wisdom shouts in the streets. Wisdom shouts in the streets. She cries out in the public square. She calls to the crowds along the main street, to those gathered in front of the city gate. How long, you simpletons, will you insist on being simple minded? How long will you mockers relish your mocking? How long will you fools hate knowledge? Come and listen to my counsel. I'll share my heart with you and make you wise. I'll call you so often I called you so often, but you wouldn't come. I reached out to you, but you paid no attention. You ignored my advice and rejected the correction I offered. So I will laugh when you are in trouble. I will mock when when disaster overtakes you. When calamity overtakes you like a storm, when disaster engulfs you like a cyclone and anguish and distress overwhelm you. When they cry for help, I will not answer. Though they anxiously search for me, they will not find me. For they hated knowledge and chose not to fear the Lord. They rejected my advice and paid no attention when I corrected them. Therefore, they must eat the bitter fruit of living their own way, choking on their own schemes. For simpletons turn away from me to death. Fools are destroyed by their own complacency, but all who listen to me will live in peace, untroubled by fear of harm. The benefits of wisdom. My child, listen to what I say and treasure my commands. Turn your ears to wisdom and concentrate on understanding. Cry out for insight and ask for understanding. Search for them as you would for silver. Seek them like hidden treasures. Then you will understand what it means to fear the Lord and you will gain knowledge of God. For the Lord grants wisdom. From his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. He grants a treasure of common sense to the honest. He is a shield to those who walk with integrity. He guards the paths of those of the just and protects those who are faithful to him. Then you will understand what is right, just, and fair, and you will find the right way to go. For wisdom will enter your heart, and knowledge will fill you with joy. Wise choices will watch over you. Understanding will keep you safe. Wisdom will save you from evil people, from those whose words are twisted. These men turn from the right way to walk down dark paths. They take pleasure in doing wrong and they enjoy the twisted ways of evil. Their actions are crooked and their ways are wrong. Wisdom will save you from the immoral woman, from the seductive words of the promiscuous woman. She has abandoned her husband and ignores the covenant she made before God. Entering her house leads to death. It is the road to the grave. The man who visits her is doomed. He will never reach the paths of life. Follow the steps of good men instead, and stay on the paths of the righteous. For only the godly will live in the land, and those with integrity will remain in it. But the wicked will be removed from the land, and the treacherous will be uprooted. Chapter 3. Trusting in the Lord. My child, never forget the things I've taught you. Store my commands in your heart. If you do this, you will live many years, and your life will be satisfying. Never let loyalty and kindness leave you. Tie them around your neck as a reminder. Write them deep within your heart. Then you will find favor with both God and people, and you will earn a good reputation. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Seek His will in all you do, and He will show you which path to take. Don't be impressed with your own wisdom. Instead, fear the Lord and turn away from evil. Then you'll have healing for your body and strength for your bones. Honor the Lord with your wealth and be the best part of everything you produce. Honor the Lord with your wealth and with the best part of everything you produce. Then He will fill your barns with grain, and your vats will overflow with good wine. My child, don't reject the Lord's discipline, and don't be upset when He corrects you, for the Lord corrects those He loves, just as a father corrects a child in whom He delights. Joyful is the person who finds wisdom, the one who gains understanding, for wisdom is more profitable than silver, and her wages are better than gold. Wisdom is more precious than rubies. Nothing you desire can compare with her. She offers you long life in her right hand and riches and honor in her left. She will guide you down delightful paths. All her ways are satisfying. Wisdom is a tree of life to those who embrace her. Happy are those who hold her tightly. By wisdom the Lord founded the earth. By understanding he created the heavens. By his knowledge the deep fountains of the earth burst forth, and the dew settles beneath the night sky. My child, don't lose sight of common sense and discernment. Hang on to them, for they will refresh your soul. They're like jewels on a necklace. They keep you safe on your way, and your feet will not stumble. You can go to bed without fear. You will lie down and sleep soundly. You need not be afraid of sudden disaster or the destruction that comes upon the wicked, for the Lord is your security. He will keep your foot from being caught in a trap. Do not withhold good from those who deserve it when it's in your power to help them. If you can help your neighbor now, don't say, "Come back tomorrow and then I'll help you." Don't plot harm against your neighbor, for those who live nearby trust you. Don't pick a fight without reason when no one has done you harm. Don't envy violent people or copy their ways. Such wicked people are detestable to the Lord, but he offers his friendship to the godly. The Lord curses the house of the wicked, but he blesses the home of the upright. The Lord mocks the mockers, but is gracious to the humble. The wise inherit honor, but fools are put to shame. Chapter 4 of Father's Advice. My children, what's going on? What's going on? I gotta stay in this word, brother. My children, listen when your father corrects you. Pay attention and learn good judgment, for I'm giving you good guidance. Don't turn away from my instructions, for I too was once my father's son, tenderly loved as my mother's only child. My father taught me, take my words to heart, follow my commands, and you will live. Get wisdom, develop good judgment. Don't forget my words or turn away from them. Don't turn your back on wisdom, for she will protect you. Love her, and she will guard you. Getting wisdom is the wisest thing you can ever do. In whatever else you do, develop good judgment. If you prize wisdom, she will make you great. Embrace her, and she will honor you. She will place a lovely wreath on your head. She will present you with a beautiful crown. My child, listen to me as I do say, and you will have a long, good life. I will teach you wisdom's ways and lead you in straight paths. When you walk, you won't be held back. When you run, you won't stumble. Take hold of my instructions. Don't let them go. Guard them, for they are the key to life. Don't do as the wicked do, and don't follow the path of the evildoers. Don't even think about it. Don't go that way. Turn away and keep moving. For evil people can't sleep until they've done their evil deed for the day. They can't rest until they've caused someone to stumble. They eat the food of the wickedness and drink eat the food of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. The way of the righteous is like the first gleam of dawn, which shines ever brighter until the full light of day. But the way of the wicked is like total darkness. They have no idea what they're even stumbling over. My child, pay attention to what I say. Listen carefully to my words. Don't lose sight of them. Let them penetrate deep into your heart, for they bring life to those who find them and healing to their whole body. Guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life. Avoid all perverse talk. Stay away from corrupt speech. Look straight ahead and fix your eyes on what lies before you. Mark out a straight path for your feet. Stay on the safe path. Don't get sidetracked. Keep your feet from following evil. Chapter 5. Avoid a moral woman. Woo! Here we go. It's about to get deep. My son, pay attention to my wisdom. Listen carefully to my wise counsel. Then you will show discernment, and your lips will express what you've learned. For the lips of an immoral woman are as sweet as honey, and her mouth is smoother than oil. But in the end, she is as bitter as poison, as dangerous as a double edged sword. Her feet go down to death, and her steps straight to the grave. For she cares nothing about the path to life. She staggers down a crooked trail and doesn't realize it. So now, my sons, listen to me. Never stray from what I'm about to say. Stay away from her. Don't go near the door of her house. If you do, you will lose your honor and will lose to merciless people all you have achieved. Strangers will consume your wealth, and someone else will enjoy the fruit of your labor. In the end, you will groan in anguish when disease consumes your body. You will say, how I hated discipline. If only I had not ignored all the warnings. Oh, why didn't I listen to my teachers? Why didn't I pay attention to my instructors? I have come to the brink of utter ruin, and now I must face public disgrace. Drink water from your own well. Share your love only with your wife. Why spill the waters of your springs in the streets, having sex with just anyone? You should reserve it for yourselves. Never share it with strangers. Let your wife be a fountain of blessing for you. Rejoice in the wife of your youth. She is a loving deer, a graceful doe. Let her breast satisfy you always. May you always be captivated by her love. Why be captivated, my son, by an immoral woman, or fondle the breasts of a promiscuous woman? Can't be out here being pridefully promiscuous, guys. There's a lot of dudes out here talking about, I got a roster, I got this chick, I got that chick. They're boasting of their bondage. They're pridefully promiscuous. They're bragging about how they're in slavery. Do not go for that adulterous woman. Look at this. It's got a cool little note right here. It says, straight talk about adultery. Talk about blunt. This chapter definitely doesn't beat around the bush. The consequences of cheating on your wife are enough to scare any man. It says, you will lose your honor and will lose to merciless people all you've achieved. Strangers will consume your wealth, and someone else will enjoy the fruit of your labor. In the end, you will groan in anguish when disease consumes your body. Maybe you know guys have who have strayed, and none of this happened to them. Many people today think that marriages come and go with little damage to show for it, but behind closed doors, adultery causes tremendous damage to a relationship. The betrayal also filters down and hurts the children of that union. The advice in this passage to the man tempted by a woman other than his wife is simple: stay away from her. Proverbs 5:8. We are given a way to escape. Don't ignore it. This is clear advice on how to get away out of a bad situation before it even starts. Is it okay to have lunch with a female coworker? What about working together on a project past quitting time? Be honest as you evaluate what's going on in your heart and mind. If temptation lurks around the corner, run. Instead, go flirt with your wife. That's exactly what verse 15 through 19 are describing in explicit language. When you've when you're tempted by sex outside marriage, remember, the Lord sees clearly what a man does, examining every path he takes. Let's go, guys. We have to stay on this righteous path. There is warnings. And if you look back on David's story too, what happened when he committed adultery with Bathsheba. What happened to him? Lord cursed him. Lord told him, now I'm going to cause your own family to rebel against you. And what happened? Absalom, his son, rebelled against him. And guess what, guys? David committed adultery and cheated with Bathsheba. And guess what happened? His son had that same spirit of lust and ended up raping his own sister. This is insane, guys. If you go and read uh Second Samuel, it talks about this is pretty much the book of David. After Solomon, Samuel passes to Samuel is talking about David and his reign and what happens, and it talks about David falling into lust and the consequences of that lust. Not only was he cursed, his child died. The Lord did not allow that baby to be born. Um, and his son rebelled against him, who he ended up having to kill. But, anyways, there's definitely consequences to our sin, guys. The Lord is gracious. He ended up blessing David with four more sons. He called his son, he said to name him Jedediah, my beloved one. So God will restore you even after you sin if you repent. But there is consequences to our sin still. So let's jump right back into this word. Proverbs 6, chapter 21. For the Lord clearly sees what a man does, examining every path he takes. An evil man is held captive by his own sins. They are ropes that catch and hold him. He will die for lack of self-control. He will be lost because of his great foolishness. Take a lesson from the ants, you lazy bones. Learn from their ways and become wise. Though they have no prince or governor or ruler to make them work, they labor hard all summer, gathering food for the winter. But you, lazy bones, how long will you sleep? When will you wake up? A little extra sleep, a little more slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest. Then poverty will pounce on you like a bandit. Scarcity will attack you like an armed robber. What are worthless and wicked people like? They are constant liars, signaling their deceit with a wink of the eye, a nudge of the foot, or the wiggle of fingers. Their perverted hearts plot evil, and they constantly stir up trouble, but they will be destroyed suddenly, broken in an instant beyond all hope or healing. There are six things the Lord hates. No, seven things he detests: haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that kill the innocent, a heart that plots evil, feet that race to do wrong, a false witness who pours out lies, a person who sows discord in a family. My son, obey your father's commands and don't neglect your mother's instruction. Keep their word always in your heart. Tie them around your neck. When you walk, their counsel will lead you. When you sleep, they'll protect you. When you wake up, they'll advise you. For their command is a lamp and their instruction a light. Their corrective discipline is the way to life. It will keep you from the moral woman, from the smooth tongue of a promiscuous woman. Don't lust for her beauty. Don't let her coy glances seduce you, for a prostitute will bring you to poverty, but sleeping with another man's wife will cost you your life. Can a man scoop a flame into his lap and not have his clothes catch on fire? Can he walk on hot coals and not blister his feet? So it is with the man who sleeps with another man's wife. He who embraces her will not go unpunished. Excuses might be found for a thief who steals because he's starving, but if he is caught, he must pay back 7 times what he stole, even if he has to sell everything in his house. But the man who commits adultery is an utter fool, for he destroys himself. He will be wounded and disgraced. His shame will never be erased, for the woman's jealous husband will be furious, and he will show no mercy when he takes revenge. He will accept no compensation, nor be satisfied with the payoff of any size. Chapter 7. Another warning about a moral woman. Man, we better stop playing around out here. Saturday night, I know a lot of dudes probably going to be out there trying to lust. Check what this Bible verse says right here. Chapter 7. Follow my advice, my son. Always treasure my commands. Obey my commands and live. Guard my instructions as you guard your own eyes. Tie them on your fingers as a reminder. Write them deep within your heart. Love wisdom like a sister. Make insight a beloved member of your family. Let them protect you from an affair with an immoral woman, from listening to the flattery of a promiscuous woman. While I was at the window of my house, looking through the curtain, I saw some naive young men, and one in particular who lacked common sense. He was crossing the street near the house of an immoral woman, strolling down the path by her house. It was at twilight in the evening, at, as deep darkness fell. The woman approached him, seductively dressed in sly of heart. She was the brash, rebellious type, never content to stay at home. She's often in the streets and markets, soliciting at every corner. She threw her arms around him and kissed him, and with a brazen look she said, "I've just made my peace offerings and fulfilled my vows. You're the one I was looking for. I came out to find you, and here you are. My bed is spread with beautiful blankets, with colored sheets of Egyptian linen. I've perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let's drink our fill of love until morning. Let's enjoy each other's caresses, for my husband is not home. He's away on a long trip. He's taken a wallet full of money with him and won't return until later this month." So she seduced him with her pretty speech and enticed him with her flattery. He followed her at once, like an ox going to the slaughter. He was like a stag caught in a trap, awaiting the arrow that would pierce his heart. He was like a bird flying into a snare, little knowing it would cost him his life. So listen to me, my sons, and pay attention to my words. Don't let your heart stray away toward her. Don't wander down her wayward path, for she has been the ruin of many. Many men have been her victims. Her house is the road to the grave. Her bedroom is the den to death. If you want to die, the Bible tells us go to the house of a moral woman right here. If you are trying to lust, if you're trying to be on Tinder and go sleep with some chick, go ahead. What does it say right here? Her house is the road to the grave. Her bedroom is the den to death. Stop playing around. Look at this right here. It says safety against seduction. This is not the Proverbs. This is just a little side note on Proverbs right here. Let's check it out. It says Solomon was a wise man who knew more than most people about wily women. He spent much of Proverbs warning about immoral, adulterous women and telling how to avoid their tricks. In this chapter, he paints a memorable picture of what happens when a young man who lacked common sense, Proverbs 7:7, wanders into the sight of a seductress who is hunting for her new victim to exploit. The scene resembles a nature the scene resembles a nature film where the slow-moving ox is overtaken and brought down by a faster, more aggressive lion. Solomon even says the man fell for the woman like an ox going to the slaughter. The fellow made a number of mistakes that led to his downfall. For one thing, he walked near the woman's house as the light of day was fading. People can sin in daylight or darkness, but sexual temptations often seem more potent under the cover of night. The woman approached him and wrapped her arms around him as she purred it with her invitation. It's a spiel she had practiced many times, but to the ox like man, her words seemed new and exciting. He was like a bird entering into a snare, says Solomon, chapter 7:23. This is not to say all women are so aggressive, nor is it to suggest that all women should be avoided. In fact, chapter 31 of Proverbs is devoted to a beautiful portrait of the ultimate wife. But while God created our desire for the opposite sex and meant it for good in the context of marriage, that desire is powerful and can be dangerous. As this wise man tells us, it's up to men to figure out which woman would make the best lifetime wife, lover, mother, and friend. Those who don't know how to distinguish one from the other will be vulnerable to the wiles of seduction. Guys, do not fall into that seduction. It says her words are sweet as honey. But guess what? At the end, she's a double-edged sword leading straight to the grave. Do not fall for it, guys. Here we go. I'm jumping to chapter 8. Wisdom calls for a hearing. Listen as wisdom calls out. Hear as understanding raises her voice. On the hilltop along the road, she takes her stand at the crossroads. By the gates at the entrance of the town, on the road leading in, she cries aloud, I call to you, all of you. I raise my voice to all people. You simple people, use good judgment. You foolish people, show some understanding. Listen to me, for I have important things to tell you. Everything I say is right, for I speak the truth and detest every kind of deception. My advice is wholesome. There is nothing devious or crooked in it. My words are plain to anyone with understanding, clear to those with knowledge. Choose my instruction rather than silver, and knowledge rather than pure gold. For wisdom is far more valuable than rubies. Nothing you desire can compare with it. I, wisdom, live together with good judgment. I know where to discover knowledge and discernment. All who fear the Lord will hate evil. Therefore, I hate pride and arrogance, corruption and perverse speech. Common sense and success belong to me. Guys, this whole chapter right here is just talking about wisdom calling out on the streets. Wisdom is just begging someone to come listen. Are we going to take that call? Are we going to answer it? My phone's at 1% right now, but I challenge you, what are you going to do right now? Wisdom's calling out for you. The Bible's sitting there on your bedside. You have the Bible app on your phone. You can go to the Audible version and you can listen to it right now. The NLT is super good. It's got a really easy to follow along voice in way of putting everything. So I challenge you right now. Just shut off this live right now. I'm about to end it. My phone's at 1. Turn your phone off and seek wisdom. The Bible tells us right there in Proverbs 8, wisdom's calling out on the streets, on the corner top. Just imagine wisdom's at this on this rooftop right now, just calling out, come, please, please, come. Anyone who will listen. My words are it's talking about how great wisdom is, and the words will save your life. So, what are you going to do? Are you going to listen, or are you going to follow that wisdom? Or are you going to be a fool and doom scroll and sit on your phone? Look, I've been there before. I'm not perfect. I'm not here to condemn you, but I'm just saying we have an opportunity. We have the chance. We only have this one day. We only have this one moment where we get to decide, what are we going to do? Are we going to follow wisdom, or are we going to be like the rest of the world and fall into foolishness and doom scrolling, wasting our time? We can't do this, guys. God has given us a relationship with Him. Jesus died on the cross so we could be reconciled to God. We can be transformed. We have access to Him. What are we going to do with that access? Are we going to take it for advantage, or are we just, or are we actually going to do something with it? Just imagine your mom or your father or your family member who lives out of state. They're in town for one day. What are you gonna do? Sleep in all day? Tell them, nah, I'm just too tired. I'm not getting up to do anything. You got that one day with that family member that's in town that you never see. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna spend every second with them, or are you gonna take advantage of it? Wisdom is calling out to you right now. Wisdom is saying, follow me. I am more precious than rubies, better than silver and pure gold. Seek that wisdom. Matthew 6:33. Seek first the kingdom of God, all shall be added to you. He is our only source of wisdom. Turn off this phone right now. I challenge you, and seek that wisdom.